What's up, guys? This is 22nd Century Gaming here with another video. So I'm doing this video on GTA Online. Thing is, I want to do an updated guide to my previous guide about the Cayo Perico Heist. This one, it's an updated. I'm doing this updated guide because the thing is, I figured out a way to do it a lot quicker and faster. And the thing is, you almost always get the elite challenge done this way very easily. So I thought I'd do it and go ahead and put it out today. And yeah, so here it is. But with that being said, guys, this is 22nd CG, also known as 22nd Century Gaming. If you guys haven't hit the subscribe button, guys, go ahead and do so. Turn bell notifications on. It really keeps me motivated, keeps me putting out new content, and well, it lets you know at the time that I do. Alright, guys, with that being said, this is 22nd CG. Let's jump right in. Alright, guys, this is the Cayo Perico Heist. As you can see, I'm standing in my sub. If you haven't gotten it yet, all you want to do is go to the internet on your phone, then go to Warstock, and then just buy it for 2.2 million. Thing is, it's a bit expensive, guys, I know, but it's totally worth it in the end. The only upgrade I would add to the sub is the helicopter in the moon pool vehicle section. It is 1.8 million, guys, but if you can do that, it makes the whole thing a lot smoother. So with that being said, after that, just go to your sub and register as an MC president or a VIP or CEO, and then you're just going to want to access the planning screen. I'm going to go ahead and jump off, guys, and jump back on when it comes up. Thanks, guys. 22nd CG. Alright, guys, so here we are. The first thing you want to do is launch the intel mission. If it's your first trip to the island, thing is you'll go to a party and you'll have to go to the LSIA private terminal. There you'll fly on a plane with English Dave, and thing is you'll start off at a party, but it's really not that different, guys. I'm not going to go too much into that. It's really the same. You just sneak past the road. You start a little closer to the first checkpoint if it's your first go or whatnot, but thing is, yeah, so I launched to gather intel. All you're going to want to do is fly to the location where the Velum is at, and then you're going to take out the guys that are next to it. You can snipe or run and gun, it doesn't really matter. I did a little bit of both, I think. And then you just want to get in the Velum, and after that, there's going to be a little blip on your mini-map, and you're just going to want to fly there. And once you reach far enough, it'll take you to the island. With that being said, once you get to the island, guys, there'll be a couple things to do, actually quite a few if it's your first time. And I'll go into all that, but for right now, I'm just going to jump off screen and wait till we get there. Thanks, guys. Alright, guys, so we made it to the island in one piece. All you're going to want to do is jump on this motorcycle right here. If it's your first time, you'll be at the party. Oh, excuse me. I'll show you guys how to get to the place where you're going to be at the first checkpoint. And that'll be pretty much it. I'm not going to cover too much about the party because it really isn't that big of a difference, to be quite honest. But that being said, yeah, just take this bike and go ahead and follow my route. I'm not going to talk too much on this because it's pretty self-explanatory. But thing is, if you guys have any questions or see anything that you do better or do different, let me know down in the comment section, guys. I really appreciate it. All right, guys. Well, with that being said, this is 22nd CG. I'm going to let you guys watch this. Oh, and one more thing, guys. I'll be back on at 7 minutes and 15 seconds in case you want to go ahead and skip ahead. Thank you. Alright, so we almost made it to the comms tower. The only thing you're going to want to do when you get there is look out for a guard. Sometimes he's there, sometimes he's not, but once you get there, you're just going to hop on top of the little shack to the right if you're coming from my direction. And then, thing is, yeah, you just go into the little fenced off area, and there's going to be a voltage box or like a, you know, like a little electronic box like that. It might be up the ladder, guys. It might be on the floor. You just got to check. But once you get in there, this is like a hacking segment. The only thing you got to do is add up the numbers on the left with the multipliers, using the multipliers on the right to get to the target number up top. And once you do that, guys, it'll get you into the camera feed. And thing is, you can start scoping out the vault and doing all that stuff. So it's pretty simple. Just give it a shot and you'll get it eventually. Alright, so thing is, now that I've done it, all you're going to want to do is when you get into the camera feed on your phone, just go ahead and go to the right twice and you'll be down in the vault. Once you're down in the vault, depending on if it's your first time or not, you're going to want to scope the safe, or possibly even if it's not, you might still. But thing is, sometimes there's a pink diamond in the glass case, sometimes there's barrel bonds in the safe, and if it's your first run, there'll be mini Madrazo's files in the actual little safe. So the thing is, with that being said, just go ahead and scope what you need to scope. And in this run, it's it actually is the pink diamond. Thing is, with that being said, just go ahead and scope what you want. If you continue through the cameras, guys, you'll notice that there's other things to scope, like cash, drugs, and money. And truth be told, if you're doing it this way, the most important part of this part is that little painting I just scoped. It makes it a whole lot easier to fill your loot bag completely to get the elite challenge done. So thing is, yeah, you just want to go ahead and check if that painting's there on both of the office cams, and then if it is, scope it obviously, and if not, well, you're alright. But after that, there's only two more things you guys got to do. If it's your first time, you're gonna want to go ahead and scope the drainage tunnel. The drainage tunnel is behind the compound. It's located right about there. Thing is, it's in the water against the wall, against the rocks of the compound. Just swim underwater and get close to it, and Pavel will he'll come on the radio or the phone and tell you that you just scoped it. With that being said, guys, the only next thing that you're gonna want to do, the last thing when you're doing the gather intel, if it's your first run, or if you haven't done this part yet, is to go to the docks closest to the compound, like the little boat docks or whatever. If you're in the compound, it's actually up and to the left if you're already down there. Thing is, you just want to scope the weed and the cash in the little locks behind the gates and like the shacks around the actual water. And thing is, you'll scope those out, those targets, and then you'll be able to hit those when you do the run. And that's what lets you get your loot bag full, and it's pretty easy too. So it's pretty crucial if you're going to do it this way. So I will go ahead and do that. I'm not sure if you actually have to scope it for them to show up on the heist, but it's kind of like a safeguard. I would. It's not really that difficult. You guys can get it. But yeah. So let's see. Yeah. So literally, all we have to do left is the prep, and we're already back at the Kosako. We're already back at the sub. So all that is left, guys, is these little prep missions. And all you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to do the submarine. That's your approach vehicle, guys, when you're doing it this way. So you look on the map after you accept that mission, and thing is, you check to see where it's actually taking place. And there's a trick, guys. If you guys are all going all the way across the map, instead of flying there or driving there, just go over to the driving section of the submarine, and then it's pretty simple. Just fast travel there, guys, and you'll be able to get there in no time. With that being said, this mission is pretty self-explanatory. All you're doing is going to the location, blowing up the helicopter and the boats in the water, and then you're gonna, truth be told, dive under and get to the sub under there, enter it, and then try to find the sonar jammer. There'll be probably like 10 guards, 10, 11 guards in there. So just be careful that you don't get killed. If you do, you'll have to swim down to the sub again, and it's a wrap. It's a mess. But yeah, so once you do that, the only trick to this mission is you're gonna want to stay underwater after you come back out of the sub with the jammer. Thing is, you just swim all the way to your Kosaka, request it so it's nearby, and then swim, and yeah, you'll pass the mission no problem. And make sure you pick up a rebreather from this box when you go on the sub. That's important too, because you can't stay underwater forever without them. Alright guys, well, with that being said, this is 20-second CG. I'm going to go ahead and jump off for the duration of this mission. I'll be back on probably in about a minute, guys. But yeah, you know what, I think it's probably, to tell you the truth, it's probably best I just tell you. I'm going to do another prep mission for you guys. I'm going to do the demolition charges. Thing is, that mission it's pretty simple and straightforward, but I just figured I'd put it on because the submarine and that mission are the two difficult ones out of the prep. The other ones are simple, they're in the city, and it's just not that hard. So, and like stated, guys, if you guys got that Sea Sparrow, it makes everything so much easier. But yeah, so just knock these missions out, guys, and then I'll be back on to start the finale. Alright guys, give me a second, let me check what time it actually starts, and then I'll come back on and tell you the time I'll be back on. Alright guys, thanks. 20-second CG. Alright guys, so it looks like I'll be back on at 17:15, guys. 17 minutes and 15 seconds. And we'll get into the finale. Alright, thanks guys. 20-second CG.
These guys may be stupid, but they'll know how to lock a door. One of them will be carrying the key. Let's go there! Screw you! You're dead!
Alright guys, so here we are at last, the finale. The only thing you're going to want to do is launch the mission on your own. Then when you get to the planning screen, you're going to choose the Kosaka as your approach vehicle. You want to choose the drainage tunnel as your infiltration point. The drainage tunnel is your compound entry point. The Kosaka is your escape point. The time of day, you want to pick day. That's what I always do anyway. The weapon loadout, you want to pick Conspirator. That's the one you wanted to have done. I believe I showed it on the earlier in the video. But then you just want to buy suppressors for the weapons, and it's over, guys. Time to do it. So with that being said, this is 20-second CG. In all honesty, guys, I don't know that I'm going to commentate throughout the video. Definitely stick around, though. There's a couple things that I'm doing I'm not sure you've seen yet. But with that being said, I think I'm just going to let you guys watch it, guys. Probably be better that way instead of having to hear me talk. Alright, guys, this is 20-second CG. If you guys haven't hit the subscribe button, guys, go ahead and do so. Turn bell notifications on. Helps keep me motivated, keeps me putting out new content, and will let you know at the time that I do. Alright, guys, this is 20-second CG. Let's do it.
I will also access compound CCTV to see you when you are there. You know, I am almost jealous of you out there in the field once again, but then I think of the drainage pipe you're about to swim through, and I am not so jealous. The entrance is right up ahead. You are a good swimmer. The maintenance room is not far. Excellent. Did I ever tell you about the sewers in my hometown? It was there I first decided to join the Navy. Perhaps it will have the same effect on you. We will see. Off you go. Are you in? You did not get sucked into a turbine. Ah, I knew you'd be fine. How likely is it I have two operations in the same way, huh? Now, we'll look for the vault. Maybe start in the central building. Watch out for the Mr. Rubio's personal bodyguards. They patrol this area. They will know every soldier on the island. Them you cannot fool, no matter what you are wearing. It would be rude not to check the safe, I think. It would be a crime to leave it behind. read the scanner. The tool we stole from the head of cybersecurity will find partial prints left on the scanner. You just have to cycle through them to match them up to the target print. You find a locked door. In my experience, you can also find the key. Ex-wife's finger. You steal that back, then I am impressed. It looks like they have sealed off the drainage pipe you used to get in here. You will have to find another way out. And no shift of guards just plugged in. Careful out there. Scene of the century does not mean there is no time for opportunistic theft, yes? You like it, you take it. Mr. Rubio is getting back in his helicopter. Watch out!